What's up, everybody? Big Herc 916 getting down fresh out, and you tune into another edition of Prison Talk. I'm here with Ms. Huntsman, getting some firsthand answers for you guys from a woman's perspective, because you guys always ask us to have a woman on the show, so we have one. And I want to ask you, so what do you do when you have a problem with another female in say your dorm or yard or whatever the case may be? And are there gangs like they have in men's prison? Because in men's prison you have all the different cliques. North Daniel, Serrano, GD, Vice Lord, Crip Blood, and it's you have a lot of the prison population segregated. Is it the same thing in women's prison?
It is, but it's a little different. Like, you have gang members, people that's from gangs in jail, but it's more so like the cities that you're from. Like, you got the LA people, they kind of tend to deal with the LA crew. If it was a problem was to occur, it's like you got to be more down with that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Opposed to like the men's. It's just really different for the women. It's really not about that. It's about, women are emotional. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So when you get to prison, they kind of like whoever you click up with and be cool with, that's who you gonna roll with. Okay. So it's not like forced to be like, I'm just rolling with the blacks or just with the Mexicans or and it's not like that at all. People become very emotional. You have a lot of relationships going on in prison with the women outwardly. I know the men kind of try to keep it on the low, but no, with the women, it's definitely, they wifed up, they booed up, and a lot of fights happen behind that. That's where you got most of your drama come from.
Oh, wow, because of this, the drama with relationships.
Because of the relationships.
So, as far as the relationships now, do the drama come from somebody trying to move on somebody else's boo, or somebody like...
Yeah, somebody, you might have, like, the studs is very popular now. So it's only so many of them there, and women, a lot of them been in there for a long time. They want to go, they want to be the one, his woman, because they talk to him they refer to him as a male. This is the man, you know what I mean? So yeah, you get a new female come on the yard, and she's looking a little bit hotter, and this stud over here, this nigga is looking at her, and it's gonna be an issue. This one, she don't even know she got an issue on her head. Like, your ass a little bit too fat. My man looking at you, it's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of,
So she walk into a situation and she don't realize what she walked into.
She don't even realize it. You done started some shit.
So when they have a problem like that, how is that handled? I mean, do they just is there any talking, or are they just like, look?
Sometimes you have a little bit of dialogue where people try to talk it out and work it out, or because women is catty, is the bickering and back and forth. And sometimes, it just goes straight for blows. But most of it in violence. The women be fighting over each other, like, seriously. I mean, busting each other upside the head with locks and...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it get real. It's
so
serious.
The intimacy in there is serious.
It's real serious. Like, they wifed up, coupled up, rings, they married. Yeah, They don't play them games when it comes to... That's why the first thing they tell you when you come to prison for the women, don't get in a relationship. Don't get in a relationship. Stay away from the relationship thing, because it's going to end in tragedy. You're going to get more time at it. You're going to be in a hole a lot. You're going to fight. It's going to be a fight. Do not get in a relationship.
Do any of those relationships carry over onto the streets?
Yes, actually.
Oh, wow.
I know a few people that actually got out and got married for real. Some of them I was kind of surprised. I'm like, hell no. Like, this shit is some jailhouse. No, they together right now on the streets.
Wow. No men involved.
No men involved. That is their man.
Wow.
Yeah, I know actually at least about 4 couples. You'll see them on my show, actually.
From prison, huh?
Yes, from prison. I was in federal prison with.
Yeah, because see, I know in male prison, they tell you 3 things not to mess with is the homosexuals, the gambling, and the drugs. Now, does that hold true for women's prison too, or?
Yes. Women prison actually... They got some things going on up in there, same as like the men. You got the selling of illegal drugs. You got the fucking gambling going on. You got I think there's more shit going on up in the women's prison because of the emotion that women carry. That's one thing I stayed away from. No relationships.
Okay.
Let me not do none of the activities. I had to kind of separate myself from all of that because you'll get caught up like you on the streets. It's its own world going on.
Yeah, because I know like the drug trade in the men's prison, man, that, you know, I didn't really even try to figure out who was doing what because the less you knew, the better.
The better.
When you started knowing about somebody hid or so-and-so did this and that, it's like you now are suspect because you're brought into a conspiracy. Exactly. You know what I mean? Because, hey, you was in his cell and he high, so did you get high too or he owed me for that, so now you know, it's all bad.
I stayed away from it. You know what I mean? I did not get involved in the politics. I didn't want to be involved in it. No, I was going there to get out. You know, a lot of people go there and it take them a long time to get out because they wrapped up. They're not changing. That's the thing people don't know. Like, if you go to prison, you still got the hood up in there. You gonna kick it with the homies in the hood, or you gonna get up out the hood?
Now with the whole intimacy thing, was it just like black together with black, or did you have interracial?
You got interracial intimacy, and then you also got the prison guards.
Also, the prison guards.
People come up pregnant up in prison. It's kind of strange. You know, women, they can bump pussies all they want, but they can't make no baby together.
So if somebody gets pregnant in prison, I mean, are they actually going around getting a sample to figure out what guard got them pregnant, or they just don't they don't say nothing? I mean, how does that work out? Because that's somebody's baby, and somebody's not claiming something, or somebody ain't saying.
I forgot what they call them. What was that squad that they have come up in there to come investigate? I forgot the name of them. Damn, I can't think of it, but they have, you know, internal investigation.
Yeah.
But I never ended up pregnant, so I don't know what happened.
So there is, like, you know, I know.
I ain't gonna lie, for me, I've been attracted to some guards. You know, like, damn, like, you know, you can just feel the vibe, and if you know the situation will occur.
Was it more of the male guards pushing on the slide, or was it more of the female, or it's mutual?
You got to think, the prison guards is in prison too.
Yeah, I know.
They there just as much as we there.
And I know how men are.
Actually doing more time than some of the people there. So their whole life is revolved around that. You don't think that, come on now.
Yeah.
You got women showering, just walking out wet.
And letting
nice bodies, little titty might slip out, ass cheeks is clapping.
Yeah.
What you think? How much could they
you're
take?
male. Yeah, you going. Yeah, there's only so much you gonna be like, and she know you looking.
Yes, know you looking. Making sure you looking.
Yeah.
You looking. Like, come to the window, you doing your check. You know, it's all there for you. How much could you resist?
And at the same time, is there a lot of female guards that are bisexual that are or straight?
You got some female bisexual guards. It's since when I went to the feds, it was quite a few actually. So that becomes, and then the person is always in your face. You interact, and you're a human being at the end of the day. So really, how much could you resist? This is most of them guards work what? Crazy shifts, 16 sometimes. Yeah. 16 hours a day. You go home for a few hours, you coming back with your family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You in jail with me.
Yeah, I can only imagine, because like I said, I know in the male prisons, there were, I've heard stories through a partner of mine who was a correctional guard where, you know, the dude got in cool with a male counselor who's homosexual, and he would bring him in cell phones. He's selling cell phones for him, you know, and they hustling. Yeah. You know, and that's his man, supposedly, because he let them know, hey, man, when I get out, I'm going to hook up with you, and he, you know, putting it down.
Yeah.
So similar stuff goes down.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all. In the women's prison, there'll be a lot of stuff popping up in there, a lot of intimacy. And, you know, if you're a male, you can't deny when you see these women up in there, you know you're the only male in there. So it's going to go down. But, hey, you getting them from Miss Huntsman. Big Herc 916 with this prison talk. Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.